Good morning, myself Saraswati, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering. Today we have seen a topic of sludge conditioning and dewatering. The objectives of sludge watering are to reduce the volume of the material to be handled by removal of liquid portion, to decompose the organic matter and inorganic compounds for reduction in the total solids. Then goals of sludge treatments: volume reduction, thickening and dewatering, elimination of pathogenic germs if used in agriculture as fertilizer or compost, stabilization of organic substances, grass production, reduction of dry content, improvement of dewatering, reduction of odor, recycling of substances, nutrient, fertilizer, humus, biogas. Then sludge handling and disposal includes collection of sludge, transportation of sludge, processing of sludge to convert it to a form suitable for disposal, final disposal of the sludge. In composition, sludge from plain sedimentation tank, settlable solids, that is raw sludge. Then this grey in color contain garbage, fecal solids, debris, bad odor. Then from secondary settling tank following a trickling filter consists of partially decomposed organic matter. Then dark brown in color, less odor than raw sludge. In sludge types, there are three classifications. One is primary sludge, secondary sludge, tertiary sludge. Primary sludge have 3 to 8% of solids, about 70% of organic material, and secondary sludge having wasted microbes and inert materials, 90% of organic material. Then tertiary sludge, if secondary clarifier is used to remove phosphate, the sludge contain chemical precipitates. This diagram shows the flow chart of wastewater treatment. Primary, secondary, tertiary sludge, thickening process, stabilization, thickening, dewatering, drying and incineration. Then biogas, agriculture, disposal site, construction industry and atmosphere. Finally, they have a process of water. Then this diagram shows the gravity thickener. In influer, scum skimmer, then sludge liquefier, and finally a thickened sludge. In thickening by flotation, the primary treatment mostly chemical flocculation process, and sludge is placed in contact with air saturated waste. Air bubble attached to solid particles. Floating sludge bubble composite is collected at the surface. Water is recovered under a scum baffle and removed. In sludge stabilization, aerobic digestion, anaerobic digestion. Aerobic sludge digestion may be used to treat only waste activated sludge, mixtures of waste activated sludge and primary sludge, activated sludge treatment plant without primary settling. Then advantages: volatile solids reduction is equal that obtained anaerobically, and lower BOD concentration in supernatant liquefier, production of an odorless humus like biologically stable end, and operation is relatively easy, lower capital cost. Then disadvantages: a high power cost is associated with supplying the required oxygen. A digested sludge is produced with poor mechanical dewatering characteristics. A usual byproduct such as methane is not recovered. Then process designs. The factors that must be considered in designing aerobic digesters include solid reduction, hydraulic retention time, oxygen requirement, energy requirement for mixing, environmental conditions such as pH and temperature. Then dewatering aims to reduce the water content further. The sludge can then be handled like a solid. Dewatering can be done mechanically using a filter press or a centrifuge. Also be done using a drying beds. The drying beds have a most popular method, and drying bed consists of 30 cm bed of sand with an under drainage systems, and sludge is applied on the sand bed and is allowed to dry by evaporation and drainage of excess water over a period of several weeks depending on the climatic conditions. The bacterial composition of the sludge takes place during the drying process while moisture content is sufficiently high. During the rainy season, the process may take a longer time to complete. Thank you.